All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in the Parsons Gymnasium at the Powerplex for the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup, the Elite Eight, brought to you exclusively by Bell Alliance TV1. Consolation matchup featuring the O'Donnell Patriots of Mount Pearl and the Mobile Monarchs up the Southern Shore. Monarchs, we had the pleasure of calling their game this morning. They had a dandy against PWC. Whereas O'Donnell lost on the other side. Do you know who they lost to, Scott?
Not too sure, actually. I could check that first break.
Nonetheless, O'Donnell in green, Mobile in red. I'm Steve Power, and I'm joined once again by the basketball swami, Mr. Scott Knoftel of NLB Train. You can reach out to us on Twitter. We're live and interactive. Reach out to Scott at NLB Train, or you can get me at Steve Power NL. What do you expect to see out of these two teams? I guess from Mobile, more what we saw this morning, just in your face, tenacity and hustle.
In your face, tenacity and hustle, that's exactly it. And if this O'Donnell High basketball team doesn't answer back with the same, they're going to be in for a very long afternoon.
So, Mobile with possession down low. Move the ball out, and Melvin puts the first points on the board of the game today. The Monarchs strike first. Here's a long jump shot from Matt Janes. That one doesn't find his way. Janes goes in, picks up his own rebound to draw O'Donnell even.
Nice finish to the basket. Steve, earlier we saw with the O'Donnell High girls team, Elizabeth Davila on the floor right now, for number 2 for the O'Donnell High Patriots. Her brother, Alex.
So maybe we shouldn't. Do we make it up to Elizabeth by calling Alex Elizabeth? Probably not. Hey.
Probably not, although I'm sure she would get a kick out of that.
No, we'll leave that alone. We do apologize to Elizabeth for that. Alex Davila.
Mark Rice with a nice finish for O'Donnell. Mark Rice played on the Newfoundland Labrador under-17 basketball team this past summer with a great showing in Halifax.
A.J. Doyle with a great drive through the lane there and picks up the foul. Going to try to convert the three-point play. Doyle probably took about 43,200 shots in the game this morning and comes out firing again right away. Rebound pulled down by O'Donnell's Mark Rice. Here's Rice. Drives the length of the floor, puts it to Ryan Butt. Butt goes down to the floor to grab that one. Kicks it back out to Rice. And a big foul there. I believe that was a three-point play. And that was Luke Gatherall with probably the easiest foul call the referee's going to have this tournament.
And I blame the O'Donnell High bench for not letting their teammate Tobin know that someone was on them. Yes, they did get bailed out. Could have easily been a block and taken down the other end of the court for a wide open layup. The bench has to be active and talking in this game.
Cameron Tobin missed his first of 3. Up to the line now for 2 more shots. Sinks number 2. Does Tobin. Final shot coming. I wouldn't expect Cameron Tobin lines up for many 3-point shots, Scott.
No, a good, solid player from O'Donnell. A little inconsistent, but has a lot of potential. Big kid, tall, needs to get those hands up on defense.
Here's Tristan Melvin. Melvin comes down through the lane, switches hands and kisses one off the glass for the Monarchs. Ryan Butt out for Tobin. Tobin down low for Rice. Rice throws it out. Davila grabs hold of it quickly, kicks it down back into the paint to Rice. Rice spins around, can't get that one to fall. Good hustle though, can't quite come away with the rebound. Here's White now. White. Finds big Nick Power. And I'm actually confused. A few of the Southern Shore players, they're wearing the same jersey, but a few of them had long shirts on underneath this morning.
Yes.
It's got me fooled up here. Tristan Melvin, one of them. Melvin with the ball now. Here's Melvin. Melvin puts the ball down into the hole. And Big Nick Power goes up, grabs the rebound, can't quite hold on to it. And we see a few times already that Luke Gatherall's had the ball in the paint but couldn't quite get it to go down.
I got a feeling he's going to be back in the paint soon enough, Steve.
Here's the Vila. Sweet feed inside. Rice goes back for the second chance put away. Goes up and gets it down.
Mobile showing some holes in this defense right there on the left-hand side of the basket. O'Donnell with 3 layup attempts.
Player just steps out of bounds. That's going to give the ball back to the Patriots. With a substitution coming in. Checking into Luke Gatherall is going to step out for a minute. And checking in for Mobile is number 13, Jack Williams. Davila kicks it into the paint to Tobin. Tobin back for Butt. Butt goes underneath the rim. He gets hacked. And he's going to go to the foul line. It'll be Ryan Butt. 23, Nick Power picks up a foul. He's going to be quickly taken out by the coaching staff and replaced by Luke Power, number 9. I got a feeling, Scott, that this game might be a knock 'em down, drag 'em out affair later on, especially if it stays tight. This Southern Shore team, they'll go to war with anyone, it seems. And O'Donnell, by the looks at the size of these boys, they're not going to get pushed around.
No secret what Mobile's going to bring to the table each and every time, and you just have to answer back.
So, after one free throw is made, Mobile comes down right away and puts it to it. Shot from the outside from Butt. Butt drains that one.
Nice shot, nice aggressive play. Ball's been swung on your offense. You're open, shoot the
offense
basketball.
Is clicking on both sides here, Scott. Both teams just going back and forth. We can't even keep up with the score here. Going right away. Here's Butt. Butt, open jumper in the key. He's not going to miss that one. Puts it down.
Number 2, Alex Davila coming up limping there after that play. Hanging in there.
Some discussion here. Who is the home team in this game, Scott? I know we have it listed as O'Donnell is the home team. I believe Mobile, in fact, are the home team. Tobin grabs hold of that one.
Mobile making some very bad decisions offensively. Need to settle down. Like to see the point guard, Tristan Melvin, take control of this basketball game. Take control of his team offensively.
Luke Power with a nice rebound there, settles things down. Jack Williams on the drive. He bounces into Alex Avila. Avila
nice lead pass.
puts the ball up for Rice, and Rice goes in for an easy bucket there. You're watching Bella Lions continuing coverage of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup live from the Powerplex in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador. Bella Lions, there's more to love with Fiber Up. All right, play continues. We got O'Donnell, 15. Mobile, 12. Got our score clock issues figured out here. Melvin kicks the ball out. Here's Power. Luke Power puts the ball to the floor. Play ball called. A.J. Doyle brings it into the hoop, and a nice move by A.J. Doyle coming in for Mobile. Here's Davila. Davila. Real nifty ball mover is Alex Davila. He seems to distribute it with relative ease. Uses a lot of lookaways and head fakes and really, really quick off that ball.
Nice player. Nice young point guard. Great IQ for the game. Unselfish. Let's see him get it on defense here now.
Melvin kicks it out. Here's White from the outside. White with the 2-point play.
I'm not sure if that's the same knuckleball we saw this morning.
Lucas White, he hits a lot of those shots. They may not look to be the most conventional coming off his hands, but he certainly hits them. Here's Davila with the long shot. That one bounces off the rim, and Luke Power pulls down the rebound for the Monarchs. Melvin likes to come down the side and penetrate through the middle, but Mobile do a good job of blocking that one up. Here's a shot from the outside of the arc by White. That one doesn't fall. Davila, quick feed to Rice. Can't quite get a hold on to that one. It was Matt Janes, actually. Davila a little bit too deep with that pass. Melvin leaves it for Doyle. Doyle's going to take the shot from behind the arc. And young A.J. Doyle, once again, is shooting from everywhere. A.J.'s got to settle down. He's really, really good inside. He drives the lane better than most, but from the outside the arc, he's just struggling. Probably needs to put the ball to the floor there and bring it to that rack.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, A.J. Just got a great layup for yourself, driving down the middle. Do it again. Look for your teammates to hit those open jump shots off your penetration.
Tobin out for Davila. Checked into the game now for O'Donnell is number 7, Mike Huffman. Down for Ryan Butt. Butt with the windmill shot inside. Can't get to a 3-point attempt here by Davila. That one coming down. Great job on the rebound there as Brian Skanes is checked into the game for the Patriots. Tobin for Butt.
Really like to play this young player, Butt, number 22 for O'Donnell.
Davila out for Huffman to Skanes. Skanes with the shot in the baseline. Another offensive rebound by the diminutive point guard, Butt. And he grabs it and puts it back for O'Donnell.
Great feel for the game. I like this kid.
Here's Melvin now. Melvin comes in all the way. Turns the ball over as Tobin picks one up. Foul called against Melvin for O'Donnell. For Mobile, sorry. Checking into the game now for the Patriots. Mike Mulrooney is going to take out Alex Davila for a minute, and I wouldn't expect we'll see Davila on that bench very long, Scott.
I know he was limping there a couple minutes ago. Seems to be okay now. That might be a factor.
Ball in low. O'Donnell, second chance opportunity, and that putback is put through by Brian Skanes. And O'Donnell have opened up a 3-point lead. Here's Doyle now. A.J. Doyle on the outside. They're going to want to get him to penetrate. Luke Power on the outside. Gives it to Melvin. Melvin steps back. 3-ball attempt. That one goes off the iron. Stays out. Here's Doyle. Doyle spinning around. Can't get that one to fall. And here come O'Donnell. It's Mulrooney. Mulrooney finds Skanes. Skanes down low for Tobin. Tobin back for Mulrooney out to Butt. Butt. Nice move. Butt drives the lane, penetrates, and he's going to take another foul. Go to the line again, be Ryan Butt. He's very, very quick. First step off the dribble, Scott.
As you said, one of the smallest players on the court, but a great feel for the game. Great first step. Not afraid to pull the trigger.
So Butt to the line to shoot 2. His team up by 3. And Butt gets the shooter's bounce on the first one. Finds a spot. You wonder at what point in this game, Scott, is fatigue going to step in for Mobile? Now, we haven't seen O'Donnell play. Maybe they're in the same boat, but we know Mobile had a real tough, fast game this morning.
I think it's already set in, Steve. As you can see by the shot selection, throwing up a few prayers. They're tired. They have a short bench. 2 very close games already in this tournament. Against Gonzaga last night, it was a thriller right to the end. And in tough against PWC this morning, I think they're already a little bit fatigued.
We see Michael Thistle has checked into the game for Mobile. Our first look at young Mr. Thistle. I don't remember calling his name this morning. Maybe he wasn't there for the game this morning, but Thistle has indeed checked in. White for Doyle. Doyle's going to find Melvin. Melvin puts the ball to the floor outside. Here's Thistle. Thistle with the long three-point attempt. That one misses and catches nothing but glass.
Right idea. Great job getting to the basket. A good look. Again, why settle for a three when you can take 2 steps in with your hands up, catch the ball in rhythm, and hit a 16-foot shot? If you're in the gym, a 16-foot jump shot in rhythm is like a layup.
Here's White on the outside, and White, for whatever reason, how does he do that, Scott? He's got no spin. That ball comes off his hand every time with no spin. I'm assuming that's something you don't teach young athletes to do.
Absolutely not. I'd love to get in the gym with him for a couple hours.
But he's not a bad shooter.
Not a bad shooter.
Hit
a couple big shots today for PWC.
Hoffman out for Maloney. That long three is missed. Miscommunication there between the two Monarch players, and Melvin goes down. Melvin is hurt as he and his teammate Michael Thistle came together hard, and Melvin is still down. He's in some discomfort. We got a timeout call here. Take our first break. O'Donnell, 21, Mobile, 16. You're watching the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup on TV1. So back for the second quarter. And that was a very fast first quarter, Scott. Can't see either team was really in control. It was probably more a case of missed shots for the Southern Shore team, the Mobile Monarchs, as we see Michael Thistle just put up another brick out there for Mobile. Poor Mr. Thistle's just been stone cold coming in. Needs to probably get a few steps inside there instead of going for the long bomb. Hey?
As a shooter, you want to build up your confidence. Get a layup.
Yeah, dent that twine.
Get a layup. Get to the free throw line. Practice that stroke on the free throw line.
And this kid, I don't know this kid. He may be the best shooter on the team. He may, in fact, really heat up later on as we see Mike Huffman drop one for O'Donnell. O'Donnell opening up an 8-point lead now. Nice drive to the net by Doyle. Couldn't get that one to fall. Matt James, length of the court, puts the bucket in, but the bucket will not count. Foul before the shot was made. So foul goes against Thistle. O'Donnell will maintain possession. On a case like that, Scott, where the foul is called against the defending team, does the shot clock reset?
No, the shot clock stays the same.
Really?
Sorry, on a foul, yes.
Yeah, on a foul.
Yes, on a foul, the shot clock resets.
Into the game for O'Donnell now. We see big number 15, Ryan Lindstedt. And Scott, that is a large young man.
Probably one of the biggest kids. We haven't seen the Cornerbrook team. They've got a couple big kids. He's one of the bigger kids in the Cornerbrook.
That's a big young lad there. He must be every bit of 6'4".
6'4", 6'5", maybe 225.
Yep. Here's a chance on a turnover for O'Donnell. Maloney can't pick that one up. And a nice second effort there by Matt James.
Nice scoop shot.
He grabs the rebound, and O'Donnell.
Foul.
We're seeing a little different here. We're seeing O'Donnell do to Mobile what Mobile did to PWC this morning. O'Donnell are just outworking him and beating him to every loose ball and owning the boards inside.
Again, I think this this Mobile team is just out of gas right now. We haven't seen Nicholas Power back in the game. Gatherall coming back in. I'm sure he's going to be able to snag up a couple of those offensive rebounds that they're giving up. But I'm sure Mobile has a couple runs left.
Oh, I would gotta think so. They're just too good not to.
O'Donnell just looking a little bit fresher, a little quicker to the basketball.
Ball underneath the hoop there. And I give one thing to O'Donnell. They're not giving Mobile any free points there. Lucas White with an easy layup there, but O'Donnell said, no, sir, not today. You're going to have to make them from the foul line. Something you see more on the boys' game than the girls' game, I would think. A little bit more aggression in that there.
No comment, Steve.
Well, at least I've seen it so far here today. I know you probably can't make that comment to be politically correct, but I can. It's just there's more aggression. The boys aren't letting anybody go up for a free shot. Now, that being said, as the big games start later on today, I'm pretty sure the girls will be much the same in that.
Wait till that St. Kevin's team takes
there
the
you
floor.
Go. Yeah, I get it.
And that Waterford Valley team tonight.
I will certainly sit corrected at that point. Here's Melvin.
You know, this O'Donnell team here coming in as the 8th seed, Steve.
They look pretty good for an 8th seed, my goodness.
Underachieving. No doubt that they have all the tools here.
Mobile going to go to the line now. And it's going to be Luke Gatherall on the free throw line. Gatherall misses these 2 free throws, but A.J. Doyle quick to get the rebound. Gatherall up there again, almost went to the line again. One thing really, I shouldn't say I'm surprised, Scott, but
missed box out.
Yeah, the lack of rebounding defensively off free throws. I'm really, really surprised how many times the offensive team is getting that ball.
Comes down to, preparation and being held accountable. And straight to the bench went number 11. You have to make that block out.
The Mobile Monarchs just had 6 shots in the last 10 seconds at the basket and come away empty-handed. At some point, something's got to fall, you think. And right away, coming back for O'Donnell, Mike Mulrooney just sinks a 3-ball after 6 missed attempts.
In rhythm, great looking stroke.
Here's the knuckleballer with a shot from the side. That one bounces off the rim this time. O'Donnell come away with the ball. Ball's out of bounds on the other side. Waiting to see what the official's call is. Looks like it's going to go to the Patriots. Sub comes into the game. Checking out is Mike Huffman. Checking into the game once again is, for the first time, we see Mike House. Mulrooney down the floor for O'Donnell. Mulrooney down low looking for House. Comes back out for Mulrooney. Here's Matt Janes now. Janes driving to the paint, and he just takes it from his hand. Was A.J. Doyle said, give me that. Melvin, long 3-point attempt there. Big miss. Melvin gets his own rebound on the other side of the court. Drives the lane. Luke Power with a shot, and timeout going to be called by the O'Donnell team. Don't like what they see here, as O'Donnell getting a little bit lackadaisical on the defensive boards there, Scott.
Looking a little bit too comfortable, a little bit too nonchalant. Again, this Mobile team, they can turn it on real quick. Have to be careful. 11-point lead, not enough. Not enough against this Mobile Monarchs basketball team. You're playing the Southern Shore boys.
Yeah, we saw that this morning. PWC were up by 14 in the last 4 or 5 minutes. It's Mobile, and with about 1 minute and 10 left, I think that was cut to 4 points this morning. So really, really quick. They've got some weapons back there between Gatherall down low and Melvin and White on the outside.
Melvin looking absolutely gassed right now. Nothing really working for him, but a real solid player, and I'm confident he's going to hit a couple shots and get that second win going for his mobile team. O'Donnell need to come out here. They got a big bench, looking the fresher of the two teams, and need to put the foot on the gas and take it to this mobile team. Cannot let up and get comfortable with an 11-point lead is unacceptable.
So here in this first half, with 6:25 left to play in the second quarter, Mobile down by 11 by a score 31-20. The O'Donnell Patriots. Davila's checked back into the game for O'Donnell, and he's certainly the man that wants to be distributing the ball for this Patriots team. Here's Rice. Rice steps up. Nice short jumper there for Rice. And drops 2 for O'Donnell. White down low for Gatherall. Gatherall to White. White off his back foot. Falling away, can't quite get it. And Gatherall reaches in, grabs it. We'll have a possession arrow on this one. Possession arrow, a little controversy there as the referee telling them they have to change the arrow at the beginning of the quarters. Something else I didn't know, Scott. Here's White. White kicks it out to Luke Power. Power in for Gatherall. Gatherall, strong move to the basket, goes to the left hand, can't get it. And a foul is going to go against A.J. Doyle there as he went over the top of Mike House. Grabbed that ball for the O'Donnell Patriots. Ball being inbounded here. Here's Davila. He's going to take his time and see good coaching there, acknowledging the mobile team just inviting you to the half court to try to trap you there. Good ball movement there. Davila. Shot by James. That one falls short. And here comes White for Mobile. White to Melvin. Melvin into the lane. That one doesn't fall through. I can't see the official's call. Let's go to the monitor here. It's going to be a foul call. And once again, going to go against the Monarchs. And they certainly don't want to put O'Donnell in the penalty here.
Absolutely not. And they don't want to put themselves in foul trouble. You know, one thing, if you miss a layup like that, you're frustrated. Get back on defense. Don't pick up a cheap foul with a short, tired bench 80 feet from the basket, from the opposing team's basket.
Melvin on a steal in the fast break, moves it up to Gatherall. He's fouled in the act of shooting, and Gatherall once again will go to the line. I don't know, between the boys division, it's probably got to be Luke Gatherall's been at the line the most. And in the girls division, I would expect the green counterpart, Sarah Hiscock. For girls, out of the games we've seen, those two players have spent a lot of time at the charity stripe for sure.
And you know, it's a free throw, but they don't come free. You got to work to get there. And Luke Gatherall, again, right on cue, just outworking everyone to the basket.
Comes up empty though, and he's tripped to the line. Another steal. Gatherall in for Melvin. Melvin's looking for the foul, and he takes the layup instead. Mobile really doing well. To be honest, Scott, if Mobile could just sink some shots here, I think they'd be in the lead. Never mind trailing. Their defense has been very, very strong, especially around the half-court area.
And that's what Melvin needed right there. He needed an easy basket, get his confidence back up, got a layup now. Now he's going to feel a little bit better taking that outside shot.
And O'Donnell will pick up the foul there as Doyle got hacked pretty hard. Mike House is going to pick up a foul on that one. We see Cody Power checking back into the game. Nicholas Power, checks back into the game for the Monarchs. The big fellow's on the bench for quite a while. And he's a pretty important cog in this mobile machine. 4:30 left to go here in this first half. O'Donnell 33, Mobile 22. So we have some discussion here. Power checked into the game, but he couldn't because he was checking in for Luke Power. And Luke Power had to shoot as they are in the penalty. So Luke Power has to go to the line. He can't come out the game as he has to shoot free throws.
Luke's not going to argue.
No, a couple of free shots at the point there. And not sinking them. I think that's probably at least the 5th straight foul shot missed by O'Donnell or by Mobile. I mean, those foul shots there alone, that cuts the lead in half. Power does make good on his second shot.
Big turning point right here now in this game. 4:30 left in the first half. Who's going to turn it up a notch? If O'Donnell can crack this lead open a little bit to 20, they'll be in good shape for the second half, and look for Mobile just to get it under, to get it within 4 points.
The difference here right now is shooting. That's all it is Mike House drains one from the outside. O'Donnell just simply not missing nearly as much as Mobile. Here's Melvin. Melvin for White. White looks to penetrate, comes through. Little baby hook there, and White gets it to drop.
Great
bucket.
Great defense and a better running one-hander floater.
Melvin once again, he's got White with him. Melvin elects to keep it himself, and he drops it, and the lead is cut to single digits.
Here comes that confidence. Two easy shots in a row. Nice finish. Protecting the ball as he went across the lane.
The Mobile team going into a 2-3 zone by the seams, it looks like. And I guess, Scott, aside from anything else, maybe it's just easier to play that defensive system. It's not as hard to work at.
You're not running around as much, chasing guys over screens. A lot of teams might think that playing a zone defense is easy, but you still have to be on your toes, arms up, and closing out on outside shooters. And if Mobile's going to make this zone work, they have to contest this O'Donnell team, especially on the left side of the basketball court. This is where O'Donnell seems to be at home, and Mobile's got to make sure they got their better defenders on that left side of the zone.
Mulrooney checking back into the game. Out comes Mike House, and I was really surprised to see it so long for a substitution or a timeout from O'Donnell, as the Monarchs are in the midst of an 8-0 run here. And as I say it, the coaching staff must have heard me, Scott, because they're going to call a timeout now and try to slow things down.
Should get into consulting business,
There you
Steve.
go. I'll do it for free. 2:51 left in the second half here. O'Donnell 35, Mobile 29. Bella Line TV1 is the official broadcaster of this year's Hall of Fame Cup, with games presented online at www.bellaliant.ca/TV1. Bella Line, there's more to love with fiber app. Ball back in play. O'Donnell bringing the diminutive point guard Butt back into the game. Here's Doyle. Doyle off the glass. Can't get it to drop, but guess who gets the rebound? Who else but Luke Gatherall?
Mobile putting a little bit of a half-court trap on this O'Donnell team, trying to rattle these guards.
And we've got a foul called here, as Cameron Tobin's going to make a trip to the foul line. And a chance for Mobile, or for O'Donnell, to put up their first points in a while. as Mobile have turned a 13-point deficit to a 4-point one. Scrap right back in it.
Has the Swami spoken? Didn't I say get it down to 4 before
You did.
half?
5 now, though, so Cameron Tobin just told the Swami to shut up out of it, and I'm not having it. No, you're right, absolutely, and that's all where Mobile got to be within striking distance.
Well, now you're here. You got 2 minutes left, and then now you try to take the lead going into half.
Amazing what cutting the lead or getting momentum, as we say. As tired as you are, it's amazing what a jolt of energy you can get.
Oh, great play, AJ.
Just can't get the finish.
AJ Doyle with a beautiful play. I mean, in terms of getting to the rim, AJ Doyle is right there. Needs to work on his finishing.
Absolutely.
Get in the gym, young fella. Get the ball in your hands. Mike and drill.
A little more Matt Sundin as opposed to Timo Solani.
Absolutely.
Here's a 3-ball attempt from the outside. That one falls by the wayside, and Davila pulls it down for O'Donnell.
Great play. Love his confidence with the basketball. Gets the basketball, doesn't get rattled, and always has his head up.
Mulrooney, Davila kicks it to Tobin. 3-point shot from Mulrooney.
Gotta know where those shooters are.
That's a big basket for O'Donnell. Trying to stem the tide here as Mobile got on a little run, closing the gap. Melvin on the outside for White. Here's White. White tries to come to the middle. Nice dish pass. Out to the outside. Long 2-point shot there. And Nick Power in the paint grabs the rebound. That not the guy they want shooting that shot out there.
Not the guy they want shooting that shot, but a great play to get him the ball.
Turnover there is the Monarchs with 43 seconds left. A chance to cut this lead another little bit.
But you have to shoot that ball. You made 3-4 passes in your offense. The shot clock is winding down. You got an open look, and you have rebounders in there. Let it fly.
Foul going to be called here against Butt, I believe it will be. And Melvin's going to go to the line, and this is the part here. No, he's not going. Yes, Melvin will go to the line, and you've got to start sinking these free throws, Scott. 3 throws. What's a 3 throw? Let's stick with the free throw. Rattles that one off the rim. Look for Nicholas Power to jump in, try to grab this rebound. On a miss. No miss to be had.
1 for 2. Got to do better than that going down the stretch if you want to climb the ranks in the Elite 8.
I like Davila. Davila always puts that ball to the middle easy. Mulrooney 3-point attempt. Ball just falls into the hands of Bott. That gets deflected out of bounds. 21 seconds left. O'Donnell probably going to play for the last shot. That's one thing we don't see too. Teams playing for the last shot. No, I haven't seen it that often at all. Here's another example of it. Then shot goes up right away, and Mobile with a chance now for the last shot of the half. Davila, nice steal there. White fortunate enough to have it bounce back into his hands.
Again, leadership from your point guard. Take the ball out, hold it for that last shot. Nice half of basketball.
Absolutely. So after the first half, the O'Donnell Patriots 39, the Mobile Monarchs 32. You're watching coverage of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup on Bell Alliant TV1. Second half now underway here. Mobile 34, O'Donnell 39. Hall of Fame Cup action in this consolation game. Two teams really going at it here, and going to be interesting to see how much gas is left in the tank of the Mobile team. Notice down on the Mobile bench, must be a few younger players here, Scott, just here for the experience, because I think there's a better chance of me playing this afternoon than some of those guys.
Couple young, fresh faces down there for sure. I don't think they got much of a chance. They're probably technically not allowed in the game.
Probably, yeah. And that's not a knock. I think that's just the way it goes with some of these teams.
Great experience just sitting on the bench and watching. I did it on the MUN team for 3 years.
Oh, my. Oh, I could tell some bench stories, too, from my days in all sports. Here's Gatherall. Gatherall puts it to the floor, goes to the hoop, and Kel Surprise. Luke Gatherall is going to go to the foul line to shoot two. Folks, don't forget, you can reach out to us on Twitter. We're live and interactive here on Bella Line TV1. You can get my partner, Scott Noftel, at NLB Train, or you can reach out to me to give me the good, bad, and the ugly at Steve Power NL. Here's Gatherall, his second shot. He puts some liquid Drano on that one and gets it to fall. Mobile hanging around here. O'Donnell, too early to thought. They did have him on the ropes earlier on, Scott. I think with looking at the body language we saw of the Mobile team, they might have went away, but O'Donnell just couldn't land that knockout punch.
O'Donnell had him up 11 with about 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Let him off the hook.
Great job on the boards there by O'Donnell's number 4, Mark Rice. Had about 4 different putback opportunities there. Outside. My goodness, was Gatherall thinking about shooting a 3 there? Here's Melvin, nice floater in the lane to drop that one.
That's 3 for his last 3 after going at least 0 for 5 to start the game. O'Donnell do not want that young player to catch fire here going into the second half. Great play.
Nice ball movement there by the Patriots. Play finished off by Mark Rice. Nice feed from Butt and Davila. Down under the basket and entering back right again is Luke Gatherall.
Nice
Game
lead
certainly
pass.
Opening up. So far to start off this second half, I don't know if anybody knows how to spell defense because it's just open court, back and forth scoring here. Here's Davila from the outside. Don't see Alex Davila put up a shot like that very often.
Not a bad shot.
What I mean by that, Scott, is he doesn't shoot very often. He's more of a distributor, a passer.
More of a playmaker. Great
traveling call on the big guy for the Mobile team. Not too happy about that call either. I don't think he's discussing the referee's lack of a belt there.
Well, he needs to get back on defense here.
Ball chipped out, kept in. Here's Butt. Butt, nice defense there by Melvin. Knocks that one out of play. O'Donnell will maintain possession.
No, you're right about Davila. Not primarily a passer first, shooter second, but very capable of shooting and needs to shoot to keep the defensive player he's matched up against honest.
Ryan Butt drives the lane. He takes the foul. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. 7:07 left to go here. 45-39. The O'Donnell Patriots on top of the Mobile Monarchs. And Ryan Butt, the diminutive point guard, likes to be down low a lot for a little guy, doesn't he, Scott?
Very impressed with this young player. One thing I would like to see from Butt is start to use a floater a little bit. You know, you have to be honest with yourself and your skill set and your athletic ability and your talents. And he is a smaller guard, but he's very quick. And a little floater in his game. A floater was something that was frowned upon when I played, Steve. Thought of as you know, kind of an unfundamental shot. In the modern game, a very common tool in a point guard or a guard's repertoire. Any player actually
Luke Gatherall checks out. We see Thistle checking back in. Noticing just now, too, a name we haven't called very much as we see Mobile strike again.
A.J. Doyle with a great drive and dish for 2 easy points for Michael Thistle.
Kieran O'Driscoll's name has not been called this game. Played very well this morning. I just noticed young O'Driscoll is in street clothes down there on the bench. Here cheering his teammates on, but not dressed for this game today, and he is a key cog in the Mobile Monarchs attack.
Absolutely, and he looks like he's looking pretty good there.
Looking like he's coaching there. He's pacing back and forth. He's rocking the dress pants a lot better than these referees are.
One thing I noticed about the Mobile team, they come into these tournaments, dress pants, shirts, ties, coaches wearing shirts and ties at all times. Very classy. Wouldn't expect anything less from the Southern Shore.
Third quarter, 6:14 remain, 48-41. The O'Donnell Patriots on top.
Number 7, Huffman, about to check into the basketball game for O'Donnell.
Substitutions being allowed in now. Davila is going to cape out. And looking at the lineup on the floor now for the Patriots, if you're Mobile, I think this is where you want to make your move, Scott.
This is when you make your move. A little undersized.
Tobin kicks it out for Janes.
Mobile in a 2-3 zone.
Hoffman to Janes. Janes, 3-point attempt from the outside. That catches nothing but iron. And a foul called against the Patriots. Mobile ball. Checking in now is Mulrooney. Janes comes out. Mulrooney, danger from beyond the arc.
Have to know Mobile. You have to know where these shooters are. Mulrooney's 2 for 2, I believe, from the 3-point line. Always had to be talking. The bench has to be talking. Even if you're in grade 7 sitting on that Mobile bench with no chance to get in, you want to help the team, call where the shooters are. .554 remaining in the third. O'Donnell High Patriots from Mount Pearl up 48-41 against the Mobile Monarchs here at the Hall of Fame, the 17th Hall of Fame Cup being put off by the Newfoundland Labrador Basketball Association. Melvin up the floor. Tough finish. Ball's out of bounds. Back to Mobile. Nicholas Power inbounding the basketball underneath the basket for Mobile.
Mobile Monarchs.
Careless pass, inbounds. Lose the ball.
Turn the ball over, and here come O'Donnell once again. Little delay here as Nick Powers checking out of the game. Into the paint. Here's Rice. Rice checked out. Mulrooney from beyond the arc. That one rattles in and out. Nice rebound attempt there by O'Donnell. But fadeaway jumper. He can't get that one to drop. Ball goes out of town and Mobile coming away. 9-point lead. The Monarchs still hanging around. And play continues. Here comes Melvin. Melvin. Outside for Power. Power. Out for Doyle. Doyle to White. White, the Phil Necro-like shooter for the Mobile Monarchs. Down low for Power. Power can't get that one. Tobin goes up and grabs that rebound. Good elevation there. Might have took a few steps when he landed, though, but got away with that. Here's Rice driving in low, and Mark Rice with a nice layup for the deuce.
Mark Rice, much improved for this O'Donnell High basketball team. Just in a year, the development is a true testament to the under-17 program he was on this summer with head coach Frank Fu and Jason Thompson, who we had on the program for an interview earlier.
Shot from the outside there by the Monarchs. They do get the rebound. Luke Power turns around. No one's guarding him, so he just drops one off the glass and in.
With a big 3-point play for this Mobile team. Hanging in there, down 9. 3:50 left in the third.
Shot by O'Donnell. That one falls up short. Mobile going to come away with that one.
Looked like someone pulled Huffman's jersey there as he attempted the shot. No one called it.
And we just see White then go with his left hand, lay one off the glass, and even out of his left hand, no spin on the ball, Scott. We got to get that young man's hand checked. There's some stickum or something here. Really strange. Here's A.J. Doyle. Doyle drives to the lane, and once again we see the penetration from Doyle. Does a great job there. Don't want to see him putting the hands up to the officials, though, after looking for that call. Not something the officials later on. You might get away with that once or twice, but after, you're certainly not going to get that call in your favor if you keep that up.
Great attempt to go to the basket. You can't look to the refs to bail you out.
So, A.J. Doyle on the inbounds. And now we're going to have one of these Southern Shore players, Kieran O'Driscoll, one of the standouts for the mobile team this morning in the game against PWC. Scott Noftel's got Kieran for a quick interview.
Kieran missing from the lineup this afternoon. You want to tell us what's happening?
Well, I was playing against PWC today, went up for a rebound, came down awkwardly in my back. You know, we got 4A provincials there in Corner Brook coming up in a couple weeks. So I didn't want to injure it further and not be able to play over there. Big opportunity for the Shore.
How's the experience been so far at the 17th annual Hall of Fame Cup for the Mobile Monarchs? You guys are playing well, and Steve and I love calling your games.
You know what? It's a pleasure to be here and playing. You know, because Mobile's been off the map for a while. This is the first year our boys team has ever been playing in 4A, and you know what? It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be out here and playing with these high caliber town teams.
Kieran, all the best, buddy. Good luck with your back, and good luck with the 4As. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Nice one, bud.
Both teams still coming back and forth. A 7-point ball game right now as Mobile has brought it within a few more. And you heard from young O'Driscoll their sights are set a little higher, I guess, looking down the road, Scott.
I like what I hear, or what I'm hearing from this Mobile team. You know, talk about a great young athlete. Put him on the spot there. Steps up, high pressure situation with the infamous Steve Power standing right next to you. He's dressed better than both of us, and he speaks well.
Smart looking and well spoken young man indeed, and a fine athlete. I know Kieran from the ice.
Wow.
As opposed to the court, and he's probably better on the court, and he's a pretty good hockey player, too.
And I do remember the play that he's talking about. Steve was in the far end of the court 3 against PWC, and he jumped up very high for the basketball and came down holding his back, landing hard.
Great save there by Huffman of O'Donnell, and he comes back and sinks a 3-point basket. Young Mike Huffman.
I tell you what,
taking it on himself there for the Patriots.
I feel like a fountain of youth here watching this number 7, grade 10. Reminds me of another player I used to play with O'Donnell, myself.
Except he's a lot better.
A lot.
I'm kidding, obviously.
A lot better, but no, great looking basketball player.
That was just fantastic hustle to come down, save it from coming out of bounds. Run back all the way around to the outside, get a rebound, and drain the three-pointer. Fantastic effort. 55-47, approaching the last minute of play in this third quarter. Here's A.J. Doyle. You know where Doyle's going with it. He's going to try to bring it down to the rack. Doesn't find a way through. Luke Power on the outside. Little floater, and that one's going to drop for O'Donnell, or for Mobile. 55-49, very entertaining ball game here this afternoon. Here's Huffman. Huffman for Mulrooney. Mulrooney into the paint. Just desperation, throws one up. And how there's no foul there, I don't know. That was pretty aggressive down there then, but referees are being consistent.
We
Good
saw
job.
the same thing down on the other end. You're going to have to earn it, and you're going to have to be closer to the basket, it looks like, to get a call.
Mulrooney back for Huffman. Huffman loses the dribble there, but a foul is going to be called there. Going to go against the Monarchs. I believe it's Luke Power going to get nailed for that foul call there. Here comes Tristan Melvin. Melvin on the layup. He puts it in for an easy deuce. And away comes Huffman. Back for O'Donnell. Last dying seconds of the third quarter. Huffman with the ball. Looking for Mulrooney. Mulrooney floating shot with the left hand. Just misses. Stays outside. Here's A.J. Doyle. Dying seconds. Doyle needs to get the shot up. He does. Long three-point attempt. Rattles the rim. But the Mobile Monarchs have brought it back to within 4. 55 for O'Donnell, 51 Mobile. You're watching Bell Line TV1's continuing coverage of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup.
Hi, everyone. Here with Adam Keating, the head coach.
No, assistant coach.
Assistant coach of the O'Donnell High Patriots at the 17th Annual Hall of Fame Cup. Adam, I don't want to talk about this game. We'll talk about the Keith Keating Memorial Tournament. Can you talk to us about that? Tell us a little bit about that for a minute.
Well, it's a big part of my life now. So it's in memory of my dad. My dad passed away a couple of summers ago, and he was a big part of our lives for basketball. So after he passed away, we wanted to do something that kind of kept his memory alive. It started out as kind of just an idea for basketball because that was the biggest thing between me, my friends, and all the stuff we did. But then it kind of brewed into something that's a whole lot bigger.
It's brewed big time, buddy.
28 teams this year. So
28 teams.
28 teams and a total of $50,000 raised now in 3 years.
How many have you had now?
This is the third.
This is the third?
Yeah.
So next year will be the fourth?
The fourth.
Fantastic job. How much money have you raised?
$50,000 so far. So it's
well,
well, man. It's a lot of support here for it.
Well done, Adam. Appreciate it. We look forward to the Keith Keating Memorial Tournament. 28 teams. Any room for expansion?
We're going to need to get a facility. Something like the Powerplex, I think, next year is going to be something we look at.
Good call.
Because 3 gyms is getting pretty hard for just logistics. But if we can get it, I would have had 35 teams this year. I had 7 I had turned down. So.
Cheers, Adam. Good luck. Good luck with the rest of the Hall of Fame Cup and the Keith Keating Memorial Tournament.
Appreciate it a lot.
Keep them rolling.
Mobile with possession. The Monarchs put the ball up, can't get through it. A.J. Doyle, though, great job on the rebound, controlling it, but might have stepped out of bounds, and he did indeed do so. O'Donnell take possession, 55-51 still here in this fourth quarter now. Really tight. Into the game, James for Davila.
4-point game.
Davila for Butt to Tobin. Tobin back out to Butt, and a long three-pointer from Davila. Give the kid 4 for that one, Scott. That's some shot.
From the Glacier.
Yeah. Wow.
We mentioned it earlier. Just a great young point guard. Can handle the basketball, pass the basketball, and can shoot the basketball. I love it.
Luke Williams answers right back for Mobile. Certainly the Monarchs not backing down here now. Smart play there by Gatherall to let that ball go out of bounds as well. 58-53, 8:18 left to play. And this is starting to get a feel like it's not a consolation game, Stott. So the intensity's starting to pick up a little bit here.
It's only a consolation game on the schedule, on the program. When you step up, every game has to be the championship game, and you have to go for it.
Great putback there by Nicholas Power for Mobile. Bringing our Monarchs down to 3. Avila out for Butt. Here's Butt on the outside, going to go back to Janes.
O'Donnell needs to get moving.
Janes
needs to move a little bit on offense.
Under a steal there, and there's going to be a foul there. Williams a little bit too overzealous. And this kid Williams, Jack Williams, boy, he's a really, really strong defensive player, Scott. We saw it this morning. They put him on the guy shooting the three-pointers for PWC this morning, and Williams came in and did a good job on him, and he's doing the same here now.
You know, young players out there, you want to earn minutes on your team. Not everyone is going to be able to score the basketball and have a great offensive game. You earn your stripes, earn your minutes, playing defense, challenge yourself. You should want to guard the best player on the other team.
O'Donnell doing a great job on the boards there now. Not going to get the basket there, but O'Donnell with 3 different attempts, and Tobin finally comes up. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. I got to think going down the stretch here, Scott, that the Mobile team's going to have to make the most of every opportunity to win this ball game.
You have to capitalize on your free throws. You have to make those open shots like that one.
There's an opportunity for
Mobile. And you have to rebound the basketball.
There's Melvin. Finds Power back for Melvin. Melvin, nice dish into Gatherall down low. Beautiful pass there from Tristan Melvin. And Mobile is back within 1 in this one. Matt Janes inbounds to Tobin. Tobin for Avila. To Bud. Back out to Avila. Avila almost out by half court, but you know something? That's around where he nailed that last 3. Janes drives through the lane. And the ball's turned over. Not quite sure why the whistle blows.
I believe it was a 3-second violation.
Wow.
Going back to what I was saying, O'Donnell are looking, their low post players are just standing still on the blocks. Need to get some movement offensively.
Doyle finds Gatherall down low, kicks it back out to Doyle. Doyle looking to penetrate, comes in underline, and A.J. Doyle once again making things happen, driving to the line, but this is where it's really got to count, Scott. They're gone to the line. Haven't had much success there so far, draining the free throws. Got to start hitting them here now, Scott Knoftel.
Absolutely, and O'Donnell has to do a better job of clogging up that middle and not letting these Mobile players get to the line. And yes, they're maybe not the greatest free throw shooting team, but we don't want to test that theory here in the last 6 minutes of the basketball game.
A.J. Doyle hits 1 of 2. Luke Gatherall kills Surprise, an offensive rebound. And Gatherall now going to go to the line and actually give Mobile the chance for the lead. Mobile have clawed all the way back. Haven't had the lead essentially since the game started.
I believe their first lead of the game available right now. Number 7, Huffman, back into the game for O'Donnell.
But foul line killing. The Mobile team just can't capitalize there. 1 for 4 on their last 2 trips. And if we had the stat on it, Scott, I would say at best they're probably 3 for 16. Here's Mulrooney. He turns it over. Luke Power for Doyle. Doyle brings it in. Doyle goes into the hoop and drops it. And Mobile have indeed, Scott, taken the lead. And O'Donnell calls a timeout. Mobile talked about where's the energy. Where are they going to get that kick? They're pretty fired up now, big fella.
A.J. Doyle doing a great job. Basket. Score 60-58 in favor of Mobile, taking their first lead of the game. Coach Randy Ash calling the timeout for O'Donnell. Wise timeout. 6:04 left in the fourth. Let's see what the O'Donnell High coaching staff can draw up here coming out. Look for O'Donnell, Steve. I think they're gonna. I smell a little bit of a press. Try to throw a curveball at the knuckleballing Mobile Monarchs.
Bella Line TV1 is the official broadcaster of this year's Hall of Fame Cup, with games presented online at www.bellaline.ca/TV1. Bella Line, there's more to love with fiber op. So it's certainly tightened up down the stretch here. 6:04 left to go. Mobile up by 2. And yes, indeed, we will see if O'Donnell are going to throw a different look because they certainly have most of the game.
Steve, you know, what a thrill here to be calling this game. I got a tweet from Sean Rice, Sean HKK222, Steve Power at Steve Power NL at NLB Train, watching the O'Donnell versus Mobile game from my hotel room here in Dubai. Great game.
That's great to hear. Love to get in that feedback. And Norm checks in with us as well, watching the game from Moncton, New Brunswick. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast and hope you're enjoying this whale of a game we got going here. Mobile and O'Donnell going blow for blow. Once again, Luke Gatherall underneath the basket. Power can't put it back. Tobin fighting hard for possession. Nick Power up, another chance. No foul call on the play. And the basket goes, and Gatherall gets an and one situation. Unbelievable. Power and Gatherall, they're like the Twin Towers going all of WWE. It's earthquake and tornado under the rim.
Just will not be denied. WrestleMania, Rebound Mania.
Rebound Mania,
here
yes.
at the Powerplex.
So Mobile open up the lead, but once again, a miss from the foul line, but an offensive rebound, Scott. Mobile having the opportunity to turn these 3 points to 4. Here's Gatherall in there, and I hear it from the bench. Who's guarding Gatherall? Obviously not the right person because they probably need 3 on him down low. He's just a beast. Luke Gatherall goes to the line to take his free throw attempts number 54,553 and 54,554 because he's been on.
Yeah.
I think the folks here at the Powerplex are going to charge him rent for the foul line.
And you know, the coach of O'Donnell screaming out to his players who is guarding Gatherall, and I would say who's boxing Gatherall out, whether he's your man or not. Put a body on this kid.
Here's a shot from the foul line.
The
from
boys
Gatherall.
can take it.
Once again, the Achilles, though, for Mr. Gatherall. The shooting from the line. He works so hard to get there. Has a tough time following through. Huffman now back in the game. Here's Huffman. He's been a little bit of a spark plug for this Patriots team. Huffman now top of the key over for Mulrooney, in for Tobin. Tobin, long shot from the outside. Offensive rebound there, and Huffman practically gang tackled the Mobile player there.
Late whistle, but the right call. I think
call.
the ref was hoping the ball would go out of bounds, not to call a foul, but yeah, you have to give him a foul in that circumstance. O'Donnell doing a pretty good job there, getting the ball around, swinging the ball around, getting it in at a high post into Tobin, who takes the shot.
We see Huffman saying to the bench he thought that was 4 on him, being cognizant of where he's to in this game, but the coaching staff realizing the job he's doing on the floor, they've got to leave him out there. They need his tenacity and his hustle. Because frankly, some of these O'Donnell players today haven't shown a lot of it. The few out on the floor right now, absolutely working hard. Another offensive rebound off a missed free throw. Here's Melvin. The Southern Shore team from the Mobile Monarchs, they have not hit a free throw, I don't think, this quarter. But it doesn't matter because they're grabbing every offensive board, Scott.
Nicholas Power, then, you gotta keep the ball in your point guard's hand, and Melvin has to take control of the basketball and run this offense.
Steal there by Luke Power. He's going to go in for the easy 2-point bucket. And just a little extra spring in the step here of the Mobile Monarchs. Huffman. Whoa, we think he got away with one there, Scott.
We mentioned earlier that they don't carry, they don't call the carry as much as they used to, but Steve, that was a carry.
Here's Butt on the outside.
Again, a shooter.
Mulrooney, long 3-point attempt. Can't get that one to drop. Now Mulrooney from a better shooting angle right at the foul line. That one goes to the side. We've got a foul called. I believe it's going to go against big number 15, Ryan Lindstedt of O'Donnell. And the
Lindstedt and Power battling it out.
This is a catch
underneath
20,
the boards.
catch 22 here, Scott. You don't want to put the team for free at the foul line as they're independently. But the way they've been shooting, who cares? Let them go to the foul line. That being said, on the other side of the coin, they're getting almost every offensive rebound. So it's one of those things you'd like to take advantage of a poor free throw shooting team. But if they're getting all the offensive boards, you can't take that chance putting them on the line.
Absolutely not. And if you're dependent on the team to miss free throws, maybe that's not the game plan you would like to have. Certainly not if you want to be in contention to win the Hall of Fame Cup.
Nicholas Power comes up empty at the line. Missed 2, but this time the Patriots do indeed come down with the rebound. Davila. Out for Butt for Avila to Tobin. Good ball movement here. Hoffman back for Avila. Avila to Hoffman. Hoffman shot from the outside. That rattles off the rim. Nothing falling there. O'Donnell, been a while since their last field goal.
Need to get something going towards the basket. O'Donnell right now on offensively doing a real good job getting the ball up, passing the basketball, but settling for these jump shots. Need to get something off the dribble. Try to get to the line themselves.
If Mobile were sinking some of these shots inside, they'd be up by about 40 points. The dominance on the offensive boards is unbelievable between Gatherall and Power and A.J. Doyle when he's in there. They're just owning the boards. They're just
second, third, fourth.
They're just not rewarding themselves. Work that hard. Here's Huffman on the line. Chance for O'Donnell to get on the board for the first time in quite some time. But it's one of those things as Huffman misses his first free throw. Mobile has played well enough to win this game here in the last part, but they're sort of letting O'Donnell off the hook by not finishing off some of these shots as Huffman sinks his second free throw. Here's Avila now. Avila, nice effort there. Huffman tries to save today, and it comes right into the hands of Tobin.
Great pump fake.
Tobin pump fake, but
nice,
did he travel there,
nice,
Scott?
I don't think he did. I was too busy looking at that pump fake.
Yeah, that was a great fake, indeed.
Now we need to keep the basketball in the guard's hands.
And just about to say, what is A.J. Doyle doing taking that shot from there? And he drains it. Big three-point shot from A.J. Doyle. And first one he's made today, I think.
First one he's made, and these kids are very competitive. This Mobile team is competitive, and whether they hit one for the first 37 minutes or not, they're shooting to win.
Look at
Great
Huffman
steal.
here. Huffman, one steal for a basket, another steal and another basket. Huffman with a 4-point swing for the Patriots, all by himself. Number 7, Mike Huffman, telling his Patriots teammates, "Hey boys, hop on, I'm going to take you there." Lindstedt with the offensive board and foul called against O'Donnell. Mike Huffman, my goodness, that is something else for this O'Donnell team, Scott.
Grade 10 stepping up, cagey veteran move, sneaking in. Mobile a little bit lax, not a little bit, a lot nonchalant, too casual with the basketball, inbounding it. Huffman, opportunistic.
Are you surprised we haven't seen the timeout?
I know the O'Donnell bench going to the score clock looking for a timeout.
For Mobile. I'm talking for Mobile. Here's Doyle. A.J. Doyle. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He just doesn't stop. Luke Power gets fouled hard. He's going to go to the line to shoot too. When the ball goes in Doyle's hand, he's got one speed, and that's 110 miles an hour. He's all go. Power at the line. Important for him to sink these throws.
See Tristan Melvin there, the point guard. I know I've been suggesting that he, or wanting that he carry the basketball a little bit, but he's limping there, hands on his knees. This kid's had the team on his back for the last 3 games.
Come up,
tough players. Great box out, great rebound by number 15, Ryan Lindstedt.
Tell you what, if I'm a fan of the Monarchs right now, I'm okay with AJ Doyle having that ball. I think he's made a lot of good decisions. The one possibly bad decision he made turned into a three-point shot. Here's Tobin. Tobin in the paint. Tobin goes up. He's fouled. Can't get the ball to drop, though. 1:16 left to go. The Mobile Monarchs up by 2. Cameron Tobin on the line looking to tie it up. Tobin on the line. He sinks the first one.
You know, we're talking about momentum. First, O'Donnell had that 11-point lead. Then Mobile fights, claws back, gets, I believe, a 6-point lead. And now they've let their foot off the gas. O'Donnell climbing back.
And free throws the key there, and Tobin sinks both.
67 all.
Doyle, indeed, with the ball in his hands. Picked up his dribble. Luckily found it. There, Gatherall comes in, can't get the ball to drop. If Luke Gatherall made half of his shots, he'd have 40, 50 points easily.
Lucky to get the ball back on that play. Great pass, great look. I mean, you can't ask for any more.
Good inbounds pass by Power to Gatherall.
Except the finish.
Here's Gatherall, top of the key. He's going to look to get down low. Got a foul call, I believe, going against O'Donnell. And A.J. Doyle is going to come to the line for the Monarchs. And I think you're bang on Tristan Melvin, too. He's not moving like we saw earlier, whether it be injury or just overall tired, but that kid's a great player. And you know something? Even whether he's battling throughout there now, he's still doing a great job for this Monarchs team.
Still doing a great job. You know, when you're injured, when you're gassed like this, that's when your leadership has to take over your athletic ability.
A.J. Doyle sinks one of the 2 shots.
Mobile putting the pressure on O'Donnell here, loses the ball out of bounds.
Tobin on the inbounds, looking for Avila, and Avila is mugged there by Doyle. And Avila's going to go to the line, and
again,
like this, last minute could come down to the free throws.
Again, experience, Steve. AJ doing a real good job denying the pass. Davila's running full steam ahead towards the sideline. Just let him catch the ball and swarm him.
Davila, he sinks the first one. Game tied up once again. Davila on the line. And
Look
nothing but net on number 2. And there's the difference down the stretch. O'Donnell 4 for 4 from the stripe. The last 4 shots. Mobile, I'm guessing 1 for maybe 15. That is the difference right now. 69-68. O'Donnell over Mobile. And Tristan Melvin. Now, Melvin has not been to the line very much for this Mobile team. Maybe he's the guy who can sink some free throws here. And Melvin just doesn't get the roll on that one. 39 seconds left. Melvin. Melvin misses the second shot. Once again, though, Nick Power comes down with the rebound for Mobile. And the offensive boards owned by the Monarchs. Press now by Mobile. Kicked up. Here's Power again on the turnover, and they do it again. Power, 4-point swing off Nicholas Power. And what a momentum change here. Missed free throws, but offensive rebounds, turnovers. Oh my goodness, Scott, I'm too fat for this stuff. I might have a heart attack here in this booth. What a ball game.
Please don't. Talked about it earlier about Nicholas Power maybe stepping out of his comfort zone outside, handling the basketball. That's where Nicholas Power is the most powerful, when he's down low, mucking it up, sucking down those offensive rebounds and putting them up for easy baskets for his Mobile team. Great job.
Got some controversy here at the scorers table. See, the coach is trying to discuss what the proper score is. I know we have it showing 71-69. I think it's 72 at least. We'll see now what the scoreboard will say. Right now they're showing 70-69. We'll see what the official scoreboard comes up with. But what a momentum shift in just this last 6 minutes. Mobile went down the run. Then it looked like not as much as O'Donnell were coming back. Just Mobile were missing their opportunities so much. I don't think it's anything O'Donnell did great, exception of maybe Huffman. But Mobile kept letting them come back in the game. They let them come back, and here we are. Indeed, I was right for a change. It is 72-69. A few three-point weapons on the floor for the Patriots.
Absolutely.
In
Mobile,
Davila, in Butt, in Huffman,
Mobile,
even Tobin.
100% Mobile have to make sure they know their matchups right now. What are they going to do on the screen? They're going to switch. They're going to stay at home.
And they turn off the inbounds. Huffman was in trouble, turned it over. Davila had the foul, Melvin, and that's an unfortunate turn of event for O'Donnell after their timeout to not be able to inbound the ball. Tough sledding for O'Donnell there. Melvin's going to go to the line, and Melvin's got a chance to make this a two-possession game with only 19 seconds left. Got to sink one of these two, Scott, if you're a Mobile fan. That's the one you want.
And there's one.
That's the one you want. Once you get that first one in, it's like the piano comes off your back. And that's the one they needed. Now a two-possession ball game with 19 seconds left to play. And cool as butter, Christian Melvin steps up. Chance there for O'Donnell, just thrown away. Hard luck there. I think the ball just rolled off Ryan Lindsted's hand. Had the right idea, just right church, wrong pew, as they say.
Tough position for Ryan to catch the ball in. The first time
Absolutely.
I think he's caught the ball in the open court.
Yeah, and you can tell
But
the
when
young
you
man
do catch the ball, just make the easy play. Get it into your guards' hands. Let them make those passes, and you just crash the board.
young man not happy with himself there, but boy, that's tough play to make. Big guy.
Gotta shake it
don't
off.
Don't be too hard on you there.
Gotta move on to the next play. There's still 14 seconds left in this game.
Folks, we hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you may be. Don't forget, here all day, semi-final action coming up in both the ladies and men's divisions here at the Hall of Fame Cup. You can reach out to us on Twitter. You can get Scott at NLB Train or myself at Steve Power NL. Love to hear from you wherever you may be. Great game going on here with 14.4 seconds left. 74-69. Mobile at one point, no business being in this game, but they've certainly scrapped their way back.
Steve, this is only the consolation rounds.
Absolutely.
I cannot wait for the semifinals coming up next.
I can't wait to go to Mary Brown's for a Big Mary.
Mobile want to get an inbounds pass going towards the O'Donnell basket.
Melvin.
Wide open.
Melvin just trying to run some clock off here now. And that, dare I say it, with 10 seconds left, maybe another couple of field goals ought to waste this one. I know anything can happen.
I think it would be safe to say if Melvin knocks down these two free throws and makes this a 7-point game.
I've been known many times, though, to open my mouth just to change feet. That has certainly happened before with me. And Melvin, all of a sudden, Mobile could not sink a free throw to save their life. And now they're 3 for 3 in their last three.
Just goes a testament to this competitive nature of this basketball team, basketball community.
And
from the
Tristan
Southern
Melvin,
Shore.
too, is the difference. He wasn't the guy at the line for the most part.
Exactly.
And I guess if you're the Monarchs, he's the guy you want to have the ball in your hands. Davila with a last-gasp three-point effort, and that'll do it. The Mobile Monarchs. Final score, Mobile 76, O'Donnell 69.
Great game.
Absolutely fantastic game. For Scott Knopfel, I'm Steve Power, signing off. You've been watching Bell Alliant TV1's continuing coverage of the 2016 Hall of Fame Cup. We'll be back for ladies semifinal action here from the Powerplex. Stick with us.